so something just had came up on day 2 and I wasn't able to film it, unfortunately, but I'm on day 3 now of my time away from social media, news, and politics. And also like sort of, and okay, maybe not social media and just that stuff. I think I'm also kind of trying to keep myself away from instant gratification stuff that's just been bad for me for the past year also, and not just social media. I only point out social media because it's been the worst. But for day 3, since I can't really go out that much and don't feel to, I'm eventually later on in the month I'm planning to go hiking, but it'll have to be sometime during the day, and I'd have to request that day off too because it's been getting dark earlier now. So you know, when I leave and by the time I get to the hiking trail, it's gonna be like super dark out. And other than like safety reasons, it also like kind of just kills the immersion of the hiking trail too. Like, I think my ideal time to go hiking would probably be at like, I don't know, I think like when the sun's rising, and you know, that would be when, like, you know, the sky has that nice golden pink look to it. You know, I definitely would want to take pictures of that. If or when I do get to blog that, I'll probably like go without the black and white filter for that video for once, you know. But for right now, what I'm trying to do is catch up on a bunch of books I've been sleeping on for the past year or so that I've bought for over 2 years, but just haven't gotten through to reading. So my first book is Mox, Mox, which is an autobiography about the wrestler Jon Moxley, also known as Dean Ambrose from WWE. And it's a really good read and has given me a lot of insight in, you know, the pro wrestling world and just how cutthroat and brutal it can be too. And I think there's nothing that encompasses this more than I just took the weird cover protector off from it. Yeah, this is what the book looks like from this, but you know what really encompasses the like grit and danger and, you know, dedication that just comes with the sport of pro wrestling was this like splash photo image right here of Jon Moxley taking I forgot what it was called. It was some kind of like light stick. You know, those kind of lights that people most likely put in their kitchen that's super long. Yeah, he took this to the back. Like, geez, this is brutal. Like, these things are poisonous, you know. And here's another one. He's not getting hit with anything. And I think I may have seen this match, but yeah, this is just one of him, like a more current photo of him, you know, with the shorter hair, because like him when he was younger in CZW or Combat Zone Wrestling, I'm guessing most likely. Yeah, this is Combat Zone Wrestling. But moving on, I have this book, The Trials of Apollo, which is a book by one of my favorite authors, Rick Riordan. I'm so bad with names like that, it's ridiculous. But yeah, Rick Riordan has been part of my childhood. Well, how old was I when I started reading his books? I think I was like 15, 16, around there. So I guess that could be childhood, maybe not, but if it isn't, then actually no, I think I was 13 when I started reading his books. So yeah, it's like, which is weird. I got into Rick Riordan books and also started watching like WWE stuff since I was 13. Like, wow, 13 was like a year that I was like really branching out into different stuff. It's crazy. So my third book, A Little Bit of Buddha. Now, I'm not a very religious person, and you know, there are some cases where I do find that religion and following people, and you know, this just has nothing to do with, really with it being a God problem or anything like that for the most part. But it's like, I don't like the idea of having to listen to people and to blindly follow people. But sometimes there's a certain degree of beauty and nuance in certain religions, and where I find that the most is in Zen Buddhism. So yeah, I had this book earlier this year and haven't gotten around to finish reading it. Did I mark the page? Did I mark the page in any of those books, or do I have to like look? Or do I have to look and see if, okay, good, I marked the page. All right. And my, what would that be? My fourth book would be this book that I got for Christmas called Monet or Monet. Monet, I don't know. It's like a weird thing, a weird art thing, which is just about this really cool Renaissance artist who, yeah, this screams Renaissance. Yeah, this is Renaissance for sure. I don't know if it's by Daniel Wildenstein. I don't know if it's by Daniel Wildenstein or if it's someone else, but yeah, maybe it's just about different Renaissance artists throughout the years and just how they've expressed themselves with art and all that jazz throughout the years. I'm seeing some photography in here too. This book's cool, and I think I've been sleeping on this book. I got it for Christmas a year ago, and I haven't read it yet. So, you know, this one makes me feel the worst because I didn't even buy it. Somebody else bought it for me, so I have to read this. And finally, and I know some people, you know, within this kind of like self-improvement genre might rip into me for this one, but I don't care. And besides, this is like the only one out of all the books too. Is Love Sickness by Junji Ito. And, you know, I've watched the crappy cartoon adaptation of this show, and, you know, I think this is like, yeah, this was an episode of the show that was being adapted, and I really liked it and thought it was good. So if it was good in that crappy show, I'd feel like, okay, in the original manga where, you know, it's drawn and there's all the details and stuff, I'll definitely enjoy it, right? Yeah, so I need to give this a read. It's not the whole thing. It's not really just about this story. I think this is called Pretty Boy something. Pretty Boy? I'm not sure, but I think within the confines of this book, it's a compilation of different stuff. Okay, yeah. It's called The Beautiful Boy at the Crossroads. Okay, cool. Can't wait to give this one a read. Also, I can't wait to just like plow through this whole book. Also, I have Tome on my phone. You know, I don't have the physical yet. I should have gotten the physical instead of just, you know, going on to get the digital on my phone, because I think artwork like this is better appreciated when it's physical, and, you know, there's the manga print and stuff. So this is something I want to try and do as well for the day, and also for the rest of the days to come, you know, and just see how that goes, really and truthfully. But yeah, that's just about it for day 3. Sorry if it isn't as long of a video as day 1, but that's kind of just where my headspace is at the moment and what I'm doing. And again, sorry for day 2 not being recorded. Something had come up that day. But yeah, thank you for joining in on my journey, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.